Oke guys, sudah di game kedua di sini Bang Skylar pakai Claude ya. Nampaknya akan ada blazing duel from Skylar. Oke. Brusco tetap pakai Nino ya guys ya. Untuk gorden paling tukar sih. Jadi tadi kan game pertama RRQ pakai Bruno dan BG pakai Claude. Sekarang tukeran RRQ yang pakai Claude dan BG yang pakai Bruno.
Since RRQ has all of these setups, right? You got the Minoan's Rage from Minoan's Fury rather from Brusco. You also got Bananas I Am Offended. Not to mention the Blazing Duet 2 from the Claude. It's not going to be easy for Stitch though, but I think if they go the route here of being aggressive early on, which is kind of what they're doing right now here up against RRQ Hoshi.
Kayak lagi rebutan Pokemon ya, atau ada yang juga bilang berubah sound. Bawahnya Banana gantian pakai Ruby, tapi BG ini pakai Pakuito guys. Oh Brusco. Brusco diapain barusan guys, gak lihat.
Brusco could be the one in trouble as he's going to go down to first blood. Now Arad.
Gagal pengorbanan dari Brusco. Tadinya Brusco kayaknya niat buat ngorbanin diri biar si Iradnya aman, tapi BG terlalu agresif guys. Iradnya kembali nggak bisa diamanin.
But the Valentina can scale up really well, care for passive, right? Like she can scale up to level 4 right before a major objective like the turtle, which is really good, right? You need all of these great ultimates to pick up. Right now, it's all up to Nico whether you want to pick up that Minotaur's ultimate or whether even if you want to go for Octa's ultimate here would be great.
Kira-kira
started out real strong. Now they're looking to take in this first turtle game, and so far RRQ after that first
kalah apa mau kontes Irad, coba kita lihat ya. Dua kali Brusco belum flicker. Irad ulti Irad. Nice. Banana Irad. Iradnya nggak sempat ulti guys. Brusco selamat. Okay. Cuman sekarang Banana ya guys ya. Menjadi korban. Oke, Brusco kembali ke Brusco.
Brusco not having that level 4 just yet. Take a look at the replay. They might be able to just get that turtle. Keep an eye on that. It looks like they do, but this was a great play here from both teams. I mean, a lot of response back and forth. But yeah, the turtle is taken here by Burmese Ghouls.
Okay,
I like the clapback there of RRQ. They kind of like, okay, you know what? Burmese Schools is going full aggressive. They actually went in for the full aggression too. Brusco actually flickered out there. What's really hard here too for the side of Burmese Schools is like the tanky front line. Like we're starting to see the damage coming out from the Nana, which we'll see even more later on. Like 2 kills already for Octa here, which is kind of something that Burmese Schools have to watch out for, especially in these clashes. Even here on the top side, we have to check the laning phase here of Stitch and Skylar. And so far Skylar has been doing well against this group.
Kayaknya membuat corrosion dulu dibanding DHS nih Skylar nih. Anjir, ler.
Be careful here though. I saw Sox
di retri.
Still hungry for it though. They should be able to protect him. Good rotation and response from RQ. Right now, also, the fact that, I don't know if they still want to put the pressure here, but like you mentioned, Octa having those 2 kills early on will help him scale up pretty well. He does just have that magic penetration, like currently, the arcane boots, but he'll still be working around building up.
Sini Dolar fokus banget ya guys ya untuk planning phase-nya. Bener-bener dibuat apa ya, dibatasi gerak dari rotasi si Ruby-nya.
Yeah, you see how Burmese Schools also position themselves over on the top side, right? Kind of anticipating that RQ Hoshi might actually create some pressure here up against Stitch. As long as he's fine, right? As long as he's able to get in his first 2 items,
Ruby memang lagi ratingnya tinggi guys buat di XP lane-nya, karena life-steal-nya itu yang tinggi, tapi kalau ketemu Pakuito jadi nggak bisa nutup gitu. Apa namanya? Life-steal Ruby-nya sekalipun life-steal-nya tinggi, tapi kalau di burst sama Pakuito jadi nggak nutup. Jadi kalau ini unggul apa sih? Lebih unggul Pakuito ya kalau Ruby berhadapan dengan Pakuito. Tuh lihat guys. Anjir, mau flicker Brusco. Nice. Guys, lihat Brusco guys.
Yeah. And Delar still wants some more though. He's the one to flicker in. Now has to continue the fight. Nico
Oke, Delar kena
well,
boost.
trying to find him back, but on the run, Appraiser's Wrath comes down. Flickers in. Delar somehow
nice banana.
But Banana goes in.
Nice.
And gets the kill. Still gonna be looking for more. They find Blink
Oke,
as
Ira
well.
double kill.
Able to find 2
Begitu
kills.
udah ngejar, beda sama-sama guys, beda ratusan doang lah. Nice banget banana, cok. And pledging duet from Skylar. 3 mati kah? Iya, nice. Rugi guys. BG rugi banyak ya guys ya. Turtle nggak dapat, terus spell udah dikeluarin. Tambah 2 kill hilang nih.
Okay, Nico not going to be able to connect on his own.
Brusko
now taking the brunt of the damage.
Oke, nggak bisa terselamatkan, nggak apa-apa. Penting kiranya aman, bisa lagi ngebab ya guys ya.
Economically though, it's pretty much even with all the action here, and now it's the 5-5 even across the board.
Sidlenya menang, atas bawah menang kedorong. Pertukaran lane udah dilakukan oleh para BG. Di sini Bang Skylar pakai Claude. No kan corrosion dulu kan 4.900. Versi penggendong handal ya guys. Anjir banana cok. Wah, dibalikin kah? Nggak ada ya. Skylarnya terlalu jauh. Telat, tapi ini apakah nih momennya blazing duet from Skylar?
Who has this kind of advantage, right? And space-wise, yeah, it's RQ. They've got 2 turrets. Burmese Ghouls, though, they don't care right now. And they're going to be making their way to this next objective.
Turtle nih, apakah Red Irad masih tetap konsisten?
But right now, this RQ doesn't want to go ahead and just give this away. They want to fight for it and get this positioning.
Tapi di sana Claude-nya ini bahaya sih, ini Claude dibiarin farming cok. Asli 2-3 item udah berasa banget tuh. Tadi udah jadi DHS. Sasa tembus sih. Oke, Brusko nggak apa-apa. Bruskonya dapet cok.
Burmese Ghouls are taking for this turtle unless RQ Hoshi can do something.
Yeah, like what the Lard did there too, is actually going to recall back to the base after taking in that turret and joining in the side of
lihat banananya guys.
Kind of adds up to the
nih buat para XP lane ya. Kalau lagi turtle itu join fight ya. Ini mah cari mage atau enggak joining junglernya musuh guys. Jangan berawal ya. Masuk kontennya 7 Pro. Sahabat gua. Lihat. Ler, awas Ler. Nice. Dalamnya nggak join guys. Dalamnya lebih fokus ke turret. Lebih objektif turret.
I think it's a point that the Burmese Schools kind of understands that RQ Hoshi, okay, they've been winning in all of these team fights so far. So Dilar, I like what he's doing, and this was what he has been doing even in the group stage, right? Creating a space for Burmese Schools, and you really need this, especially in the current meta that everybody really loves to go for team fights. And sometimes
Claude udah jadi DHS guys.
The map. It's gonna be harder to go for those team fights, especially like once these turrets are down, you kind of have to send someone back in, so it's gonna be like -1 when it comes to the team fight. So not only do you have to join in the team fights, you have to get the map control
juga udah pakai
here for the side of Burmese Schools, which is what Dilar has been doing so far here for the side of Burmese Schools.
Yep, and with that, right, this the main thing is building up enough time for this thing for Skylar here. Now, once again in the mid lane, they want to go ahead and duke it out. Brusko taking a ton of damage, goes in with a jump, gets some annoying fury as well. But look at the backside. Nico's going to be the one to fall. And now Irad holding Stitch back. Blink trying to help him out. Skylar now joined the fight. Appraiser's Wrath going to come down. It's Stitch that falls there.
Dia sengaja ngebet buat ini mancing
looking for Dilar. He's on the
ulti,
run.
mancing spell-spellnya dikeluarin buat dia doang. Habis keluar langsung masuk Skylar dan yang lain coba lihat nih di sini. Dia juga sama berapa sama Bruno sama Blink.
Look at how this unfolded. Not sure he's actually still in the chase there by the
Nah,
way.
di sini udah pada nggak ada skill.
What a setup and
Barulah
what a play
masuk
here from RQ.
Gigi guys, PH,
They're
PH.
gonna get him. It looks like they're gonna
Delar satu. Recall-recallin, cok.
Yep. Well, he was
Recall-recallin
successful though. He was able to take down that
nice try
second tier tower there
Delar.
on the bottom side. And if you look at the goal too, like it seems like RQOG is managing pretty well up against the Burmese schools here, but it's
Golnya udah balik unggul Reki ya guys ya.
Yeah, 1,000 gold lead at least here for the side of RRQ. If they manage to take this Lord, this should be at least a little bit more space for them to take in at least all of the second tier towers here for Burmese schools. Again, the space for their side, and not to mention, like if you look at Skylar's stats, 2-0
Ini
on
rotnya ke
this
bawah
Claude,
kayaknya nih.
you saw in that last replay that he was already shredding apart all these tanky front lines that the Burmese schools had with just one blazing duet.
Yeah, and with that, I mean, this is where you want to be. 11 minutes in, you're
Rotnya ke bawah ke atas guys, kalau menurut gua ke bawah nih kayaknya.
for Skylar, and it's showing, right? A lot of the times, even if Brusco was out there,
Anjir,
you know, some
cok.
people might be like, "Oh, Brusco, what are you doing?" But a lot of the times, he's actually able to be a
Delarnya
nuisance so much on
coba
this
dorong
Minotaur
creep
that he's
atas.
able to get a lot of resources out, and then Skylar able to shine later on with the setups. And of course,
Irad,
that's just
coba
how it's
lihat
been
Irad.
so far. But now that they're playing around this Lord here, you can see
Aduh,
Delar still
nggak
putting
dapet.
pressure on the top side.
Yep.
He picks up the Malefic Roar. He's going to go ahead and try to get that.
Delar
but
nggak
there,
balik, cok.
Tier 2 going down in mid lane. Irad
Delar lebih
keeping Saksa
milih
there
buat
at
terus
bay.
nge-push turret.
They might want to respond to this. If he still gets to that base, it looks like
Oke,
Skylar's
Skylar
going to
pulang
go
kah?
back. Lord is going to get worked up.
Aduh, kena bola.
Mid-turret in the base, half health.
Kena bola
Now
guys,
Delar,
recall yang
well,
nggak
he makes
jadi.
a way to cut
Ini
them
ler,
off here.
hati-hati ler.
Conceal play going to be used as well, but it gets spotted out for now. They don't commit. So again,
Iya, rapih
Delar's
banget,
just
Cok.
trying to find what he can here, Kim.
Now it seems like this was the same case. Like this Paquito seems to be a staple choice here for the Burmese schools, not only for Delar. There was also a time in the group stage that this was the thing that Nico has been doing. And taking a look at the items here so far, it is going to be wow, Skylar at least leading
Brunonya udah
in
jadi
terms of the
pistol,
gold lead
Cok.
here right now. 9,700, nearing already 10,000. That is way far from what Stitch has. 1-2-0 on the Bruno.
Dibanding WLN dia nggak bikin WLN kayak Claude. Dia lebih milih jadiin dulu apa pistol. Sakit tapi memang posisi harus bagus.
It's going to be clutch, right? That's what that's going to be. And like I said, when Claude gets to this point, you have these 4 specific items locked
Kalau
in.
bisa mainin posisi sih ya lebih bagus langsung ke Maritic Roll ya atau pistol. Sakit tuh buat ngebus enak. Kita lihat nih ngebus coba 1 kali, 2 kali, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lumayan coba berapa bar tuh.
Delar trying to get the punches off here, but he's got to respect the damage.
Nggak
I'm
dapat
offended,
barusan,
not going to
badannya.
connect. And they might still just pull it back. Still 30
Kalau
seconds
misalkan,
away from this Lord. But RQ finds a kill.
Kalian user MM terus lebih duluin apa pistol ya kalian harus bisa mainin posisi. Kalau posisi kalian bagus untuk join team fight bagus guys. Tadi lihat ke Brusco berapa 6 kali hit bola. Berapa bar tuh hilang. Oke guys, kembali ke gamenya nih. Tidak udah mulai tarik Lord nih.
No one's feared from Brusco, and at the same time, it really set things up here for both Octa and Skylar to just free hit him. Now, it's going to be the first enhanced Lord of the game. 14 minutes in, RQ Hoshi going to be starting it up.
Let's see. Burmese goes to the actually want to try to pull something off. Saksa could come down to it.
Lane bawahnya
Nico
kacau
holding
BG.
on to that Ruby Ultimate once again.
Kedorong parah tuh.
RQ knows what's up.
Irad, anjir, Irad. Ah, mantap Irad. Nice try, Saka. Irad nih bos, senggol dong bos. Oke, Bang Flicker, winnya. Bisain lagi kah? 2-0 kah?
I like the attempt there of Saksa to try and
Lornya kemana guys? Ke mid lah.
That retribution. I think Burmese schools kind of was trying to go for maybe possibly a split push. Like if you look at that particular moment when Saksa was going to try to go in, like you see Delar and Stitch gonna try to make a move on that mid lane, but it's a little bit too late now because
2-05 sejauh ini belum keciduk sama sekali. Irad dapat cowok. Irad. Oh. Peseng langsung ganti Imo. Brusko. Ini bener-bener dilindungi banget, Cok. Sampai korban. Gua kira tetap still alive. Anjay, still alive.
Takes quite a bit of damage himself. The flicker comes through, and he's keeping him at bay. Lord finally going to go down. Nico has to run out of there, buy some time, some space, but he ultimately dies. And they hold on to a sliver of health on this turret for a little bit longer.
Tiga bisa. Oke, tiga. Oke, balik aja, balik. Anjing, sakitnya Dolar, woi. Ini badannya kalau misalkan ada creep dia nggak perlu pulang bisa sih guys nih. Tinggal apa skill ke minion tuh. Itu aja udah kecilnya kenceng, Cok.
Almost all the items that a marksman needs right in the late game, and at this time, like 60 minutes in mid to late game, everybody has what they need to be able to go up against your opponents. But what
sampai harus nahan paling depan gitu, nerima
damage
segala rupa.
Burst damage. You've seen it in the Nana, that was like 2 hits onto Saksa. He also has the Athena's shield there, so even Dao wasn't able to counter it out.
Beda 7.000 guys, unggul 7.000. Bisa NK tanpa Lorca, bisa kah?
When you pop in your skills from that emblem from Octa.
Tapi objektif gaming sekali guys, ada guys kali ini guys. Nggak terburu-buru, udah unggul, nggak langsung tabrak enggak.
Great solid front line, but no one to kind of answer out to the back line here of our pushing, because Dilar's busy pushing, right? Dilar's busy pushing. There's no one to take down the Nana, no one to take down Skylar, who is also very mobile here as a Claude.
When you're looking at RQ Hoshi here, Skylar 3-0-7, Octa 4-0-8, it's tough to deal with like that kind of damage, because it's kind of like, even if you're trying to get them down, you have to work through the passive, you have to work through a BMI and a wind of nature. Like there's so many things to fall through, not to mention get through that
tetap dengan prinsipnya push turret atau join fight, kayaknya join fight nih.
Right, so this is going to be a Lord most likely going to the hands of RQ once again, unless Burmese Ghouls can do something about it. But even Sox are just trying to get some of this vision. Blink waiting patiently as well.
Guys, lihat positioning banana guys.
They might try to make it a miracle play. If they can pull it off, Stitch positioning here is going to be crucial as they approach this.
Dolar. Oke, kalah. Ini kalah jumlah. Harusnya dapat sih. Nice. Dapat. Lihat guys banana tuh. Ngejamin berapa orang? 4. Tugas experience bener-bener di sini ya, Banana ngejalanin tugasnya dengan baik guys. Dia ngejalanin para player musuh biar nggak masuk ke dalam atau join ke lore. Kopinya PKTIS ya. Enggak lah.
So at this point, everybody has
everything
that they got to the point that Iran's already chunking up all the damage against Dugdin though.
Di sini udah nggak ada ini. Udah ada. Winter kah? Jinglet pun Skylar. Double kill, nice try Ereki. Triple kill maniak. Cok, mantap. Mantap. Debut 2 PH di RRQ yang ketiga sama gini guys. Tak tahu lah. Pokoknya GG bet.